The Premier League is ruthless. Early in the season, you can usually tell who's built for a marathon and who's living off moments. And this year, the contrast is loud. Liverpool exploded out of the gate, then started to fade. Arsenal, they moved quietly, stacked points, and climbed to the top. So here's the real question. Is Arsenal leading because of luck or because they've genuinely matured into title winners? Liverpool. Big wins, but real warning signs. Liverpool started fast, win after win, like they were about to steamroll the league. But if you zoom in on how they were getting those points, you see the yellow flags. A lot of decisive goals came after the 80th minute. That can look like championship mentality, but over a full season, it often means something else. You're not controlling games for long stretches. You're surviving on late moments instead of sustained dominance. And sure enough, once a couple results turned, Liverpool's rhythm slipped. In a title race, fragility gets punished. Arsenal, not perfect, just clinical at the right times. Arsenal took the opposite route. Less noise, more precision. They didn't need a flashy win streak to look good on the table. They focused on what actually wins leagues, points in the biggest spots, and the discipline to not hand momentum away. The clearest example of that new Arsenal was their draw with Manchester City. 1 point at the Etihad, a small number, a huge message. On paper, a draw is just 1 point, but in context, it hit like a statement. Arsenal had stretches where they forced City into caution, and that's where it gets interesting. Pep Guardiola, who lives and breathes control, had moments where City dropped deeper and prioritized safety. That's an unspoken admission. Arsenal are strong enough now that City have to adjust. And the irony? Bernardo Silva once criticized Arsenal for being defensive, but in this kind of high-stakes game, City were the ones accepting a lower block to protect the result. Football has a way of answering on the pitch. The power stamp. Arsenal 4-1 Aston Villa. Then Arsenal closed the first half of the season with a result that felt like a stamp. 4-1 against Aston Villa, a tough, organized team that normally drags you into a messy fight. The scary part wasn't just the scoreline. It was the shift in tempo. Arsenal blew the game open in the second half and made Villa look like they couldn't keep up. After the match, even Villa's camp, coach, and players basically admitted Arsenal were a level above. And that matters, because this Arsenal doesn't feel like a young team that wobbles under pressure anymore. They're starting to carry what leaders carry: efficiency, structure, and psychological weight. Set pieces merchants? Just a defensive team? Here's the real breakdown. Set pieces are a weapon, but not their life support. You don't rack up corners and dangerous dead balls by accident. You earn them by applying constant pressure, forcing clearances, forcing blocks, forcing defenders to bail out. In other words, set pieces come from attacking territory and repeated threat. And the defensive label? Every champion needs a defensive base. Think Mourinho's early Chelsea, respected across Europe because they were almost impossible to break down. Arteta's Arsenal are building that same foundation: tight spacing, strong distances, fewer mistakes. Great defending doesn't make you negative, it makes you hard to beat. And in a title race, being hard to beat is sometimes more valuable than winning pretty. Surviving the storm, mentality, and squad depth. Arsenal didn't get here on an easy schedule. They hit a stretch where the calendar squeezed them, league and Europe. Results got shaky, pressure rose, and the chasers crept closer. The difference this season? They didn't collapse. They found ways to win even when they weren't perfect. And that's where squad depth becomes everything. New signings and stronger bench options gave Arsenal something they've lacked in past runs: the ability to rotate, absorb injuries, and keep the level steady. Some players might not be headline stars yet, but their hidden work, holding the ball up, dragging defenders, off-ball running, filling in positions, adds up to one thing: a team built to last. Close. The real danger is still City. Winning the first half is a powerful signal, but it's only half the story. The biggest test is still coming. Manchester City, the team that always finds another gear, the ultimate long-distance runner in title races. Arsenal have the points edge, the mental edge, and most importantly, they look more mature. Now, the final question is simple. Are they tough enough to hold it all the way to the finish line?